Yeah, yeah. Party people, let me see you now. Throw your hands up, yeah. We got the good rhymes, we're making the good times. We're taking over your mind and we're getting the good vibes. Now you're telling me don't stop the melody. Good times ahead of me, yeah. We got the good rhymes, we're making the good times. We're taking over your mind and we're getting the good vibes. Now you're telling me don't stop the melody. Good times ahead of me, yeah. We got the yeah, yeah. Party people, let me see you now. Throw your hands up. We got the good rhymes, we're making the good times. We're taking over your mind and we're getting the good vibes. Now you're telling me don't stop the melody. Good times ahead of me. Yeah, we got the good rhymes, we're making the good times. We're taking over your mind and we're getting the good vibes. Now you're telling me don't stop the melody. Good times ahead of me. Yeah, we got the good rhymes, we're making the good times. We're taking over your mind and we're getting the good vibes. Now you're telling me don't stop the melody. Good times ahead of me. Yeah, we got the good rhymes.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. Hello. I've missed you guys. Hi. Hello, everyone. Oh, school starts tomorrow, so I'll be on replay crew. My school starts for my kids tomorrow, too, which means I'll be here every day. Oh, my God, I missed you guys so much. Okay, so first of all, hello to live crew. How are you guys? I hope you are all very well. Hound Servant, I do have good hair today. So you will be happy to know that it isn't a hat. And hello, Plan B. How are you? I love you. Put sunshines in the chat. If you guys are not already subscribed already, please consider doing so. We go live every day, long form content to come, more members content to come. There's just going to be a lot of chaos as soon as my kids get in full-time school, and that starts Thursday. Oh, yeah. Oh, Debuggy, I'm so sorry to hear this. Good thoughts going towards you for sure. Let's see what happened over the weekend. Did I live stream on Friday? I think I did. And then what did I do Saturday? Saturday was very busy. I also decided to come home. I had a drink and I did some late night baking where I made these croissant adjacent things. I can't bake, okay? Listen, I can cook my ass off, but baking's not my thing. However, I do have a sourdough starter that I have named Eloise, and I'm trying to take care of her. And I have I started her on the 14th, so we are only 4 days in, and I think she is doing okay. I don't know. We'll see. First of all. Second of all, yesterday I took my kids to this really cool touch-a-truck thing where they got to like ride horses and go in bouncy houses, and we had Slurpees and or like these snow cones, and everything was wonderful and we were having the best day. And then my daughter had an epic meltdown in the middle of a Walmart, and you know, it just goes that way, right? So then it ebbs and flows. So then, you know, that was a down, right? And then we were all right. And then she came back up. And then my son was on a tirade and it went down. And then it went back up and we all went to bed. And we go to bed. And then this morning, 3 a.m., I am awoken. Not by my son. I'm surprised. Me too. It was not by Moose, because usually he's up at 3 a.m., but you know what it was? Do you want to know what it was? A fucking tornado siren. A tornado siren. 3 a.m. So I wake up in a panic because you're just like, you're in your dream. And in your dream, you hear sirens, and then you're like awake and you understand that you're conscious and you're like, what the fuck? And then you're like, what the fuck? And so I was like, hello? So we immediately text our neighbors group and I was like, tornado sirens. And then another mom immediately was like, there is absolutely nothing on the radar. And then my other neighbor was like, yeah, what the fuck, dude? Yeah. So, long story short, they have no idea why the tornado sirens went off because they didn't go off on their end. Somebody's going to have to fucking answer to me why you would put my anxiety at a fucking 12 at 3 a.m. 3 a.m. Why? Why? Anyways, I don't know whose big juicy ass hit the sirens, but it was not what I wanted. Anyways, I love all you guys. Thank you for being here. You guys are the best. And I'm feeling good today. Oh, I will be done early today. We'll be done around 1 o'clock because I have to go meet the teachers, even though I already know who they are. But I have to go meet the teachers and see the classroom and put all my kids' stuff in their lockers. Also, are you ready to be so proud? Guess who's taking their kids to school today to put all of the things that they need for school into their lockers? Me. Mm-hmm. That's right. That's right. For the first year, my kids are 9 and 6. For the first year, I will be walking into that school with everything that they need on the first day. I know that's right. I know that's right. Because, every other year I'm like, oh, I'll just get it when I get it. Anyways, so there's that. So we're going to go meet the teachers today. Tomorrow, they're going to have a half day. We all get together in the morning and they go to school and we take pictures with all the neighbors and stuff. And then we hang out. So I will not be live tomorrow, but starting Thursday, y'all, it's me all the time, every day. Get ready to see this face. Get ready because I'm going to be here. Okay. So with that being said, we know that on August 28th, I got to grab my book. Oh, and I started doing Pilates again. Oh, wait. Okay. One more thing before we get started. One more thing I have to tell you guys. Hold on. Okay. So, hold on. I have to get my calendar. Okay. Listen. Thank you for the jewels, Spawn. Okay. I do, because my brain spirals out of control at nighttime. If you leave me alone in here, she is very busy. Okay. So, I do sleep meditation, and there's 2 people that I follow, and I forgot what their names are, but if you want, like, if you're interested, I'll put them in the Discord. But anyways, there's 2 people I follow that I really like. Anyways, there was like a meditation. It was like meet your higher self or whatever, and it just talks to you and, it helps me fall asleep. Great, good, great, grand. Anyways, so I'm falling asleep and I see like this future version of myself. And like I can see her so clearly. And I can see her like what she looks like, what she feels like energetically. It was a really amazing experience. Even for the first time, I journaled. Like I took out my journal and I was like, I'm going to write this down because like I aspire to like be this version of myself, like whatever this version is, whatever this, this being is. So I'm like, how do I get there? So I have to get there by making the choices that she makes every day that would make future me proud of me. Right. So thank you. Thank you for the goat trophy. So anyways, I started writing about it. So now I'm like doing little things here and there. And I'm like, okay, this feels good. I'm only on day 2. So, but it's been going well. Anyways, I just wanted to share that with you guys because I loved it. It felt so good. Okay. Anyways, so now we're really going to get started with the show. Okay. Also, we know that in 10 days, Laura's supposed to appear in court we're supposed to know if she's going to take the plea deal or not. It's probably going to get extended. I have no... Auntie M! I saw you last night. Hi.
Oh, yay! I'm a sacrifice!
I still have to put in my...
Oh, yay! I'm a sacrifice!
All right, I'm going to turn that down. I still have to put in my sister falling down the stairs for when people buy gifted memberships. Dr. Doom Scroller... Good Lord. Dr. Doom Scroller. Who do we have? Auntie M, member for 4 months. Vil Marie, Mary Beth, Frank, and Passion. You are all now members. Enjoy your perks. Thanks to Auntie M. We appreciate all you. Man, we're starting off hot today. We're starting off hot.
Oh, yay!
Hello. Fun. Okay, so thank you so much, Auntie M. I really appreciate that. Okay. Before we start with anything in the Clayton verse, oh my gosh, things are just happening. Okay, before we start with things in the Clayton verse, I found that we now have the David Gingras phone call from when he called 911. It was dropped in my Discord. And this was the same day as the RJ. Thank you. Everybody hit like and subscribe. This was the same day as the June 10th hearing. So this is from Schnitzel Ninja. So we're going to play this first because I really want to hear it. And then we will go from there. So with that being said, let's go. Not the Discord. Oh my God. Copy link. I can do things. It's short, 7 minutes. Okay. Video unavailable. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Hello? Copy. Pasta. That's what I thought. What the Weird. It keeps saying it's unavailable. She had to make an edit and repost it. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I'm like, who's trying to take her down? Who? Okay, here we go. Ready? Can you guys tell I'm in a mood? Also, my little guys aren't working. My little screen isn't working today. How fun. I love that for me. I fucking love that for me. That nothing that I need to work is working. Okay, open that. Close that. And maybe we can try again. No? Okay, cool. So I just won't be able to move around my screens as quickly as usual. Great. I love that. I need a stream deck. I want a stream deck. Okay? Anyways, okay, here we go. Yeah, I am very spicy today. I'm feeling it. Can you feel I'm refreshed?
Phoenix 911, what is the address of your emergency?
Hi, I'm at the Superior Court on 40th Street and Union Hills in Phoenix. I can get you the address in a minute, but I assume you can look that up.
Okay. What's going on?
I'm an attorney, and I'm here with a client who has a domestic violence restraining order against an individual. The individual is here in violation of the order. My client is scared to death. He's been making threats towards her.
Oh, I'm sorry. I turned this all down because the alerts were going. My bad. Let's start again.
Schnitzel Ninja!
Sorry.
Phoenix 911, what is the address of your emergency?
Hi, I'm at the Superior Court on 40th Street and Union Hills in Phoenix. I can get you the address in a minute, but I assume you can look that up.
Okay. What's going on?
I'm an attorney, and I'm here with a client who has a domestic violence restraining order against an individual. The individual is here in violation of the order. My client is scared to death. He's been making threats towards her, and we'd like someone to come out and enforce the court's order.
What are the threats? Also, South Florida Thrifter, no, this is not true. This is not true. More Bacon long form videos does not mean less Bacon live. I'm going to do those in the morning, and I'm going to try to put out like 2 a month because live streaming is my passion. So, no, you're still stuck with me every day. Every day. And yes, we will get him number 1 right after this. Hold on. But what are the threats? What were the threats? How was he threatening her? Tell me more, David. I want to know. Tell me.
18380 North 40th Street, sound right?
Yes.
Superior Court. And do you know the client's name?
Yes.
Right. Name him.
And her birthday, do you know? Okay. Do you know if this has been served, this order?
It has. Absolutely, it's been served.
So is he supposed to be there or no?
He is not supposed to be here. He does not have permission to be here.
That's not true.
Okay, so this is for...
Correct. Party. The restrained party is a different individual, and I have his information here.
Can you please give me his name?
Yes. Last name.
And his birthday?
Date of birth.
Okay, where is he at right now?
He's in the hallway.
He's living rent-free in my brain every day.
He's about 20 feet away. My client's locked in a room because we had court security put her there. She's absolutely scared to death. But the guy's here in the courthouse somewhere.
Do you happen to know the case number?
I do. I don't have it in front of me.
She's absolutely scared to death. She is so scared. She's so scared of him. That's why she begged him to continue to date her. That's why she wanted to talk to him on the phone. You said that in your email to Mike, that she would be more than willing to speak to him. So scared. Scary. Scary. So scary.
We're here in front of Judge I have a case number here, if you're ready. This is not the case number for the restraining order. The restraining order was issued out of California. It doesn't make any difference. I have a case. I have both. We're here on a paternity matter that this too.
He's not a party to this restraining or to this matter, but he's there.
He's there. He's here.
Okay. Sorry.
He's claiming to be a witness, but he does not have court permission to be here.
Actually, he does by the judge that you're about to see.
Not from the California court.
Yeah, so
Not by the California court. Sir, where are you calling from? Oh, Arizona? Where the judge said that he could come? Right? Right?
He's not involved in court case today, right?
He's trying to be involved, but he's not allowed to be. The court order does not allow for any contact whatsoever, including in court appearance.
Sorry. Alrighty. So his ID would be out of California?
Correct.
Okay.
And I have a copy of the order in my hand right here as well. So.
I bet you do.
And is he white, black, Hispanic, Native?
He's white, about 6'4".
And how?
I love that you can hear Gingras just like sweating on the phone like he's scared of Mike. He's white. He's 6'4". God damn it, he's so tall. Does he make you feel small, Gingras? Does he make you feel teeny weeny?
Oh, like thin, medium, heavy built?
Deep blue ocean. You can get lost in him, I swear. I swear.
His weight is listed as 220 pounds, 6'4", feet thin, I guess. Brown hair, nice.
Shirt he had on?
Thin, strong build. I aspire to be him. He's so dreamy. Hey.
I don't. I only saw him from a distance, and it was brief. But my client saw him and immediately sort of ran into the.
How big is this room? 16 feet? I would say from like there to there is probably about 16 feet. It's like a normal bedroom, right? Like, yeah, if he's standing 20 feet, 4 more feet. So like to the edge of my bathroom, maybe like that way. I can see him. He's 6'4". You're not going to miss him.
And to hide.
Has he ever been known to carry weapons as far as you know with your client?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
I love how it's never just a no. I don't believe so.
I think he can't. I think the restraining order prevents him from. Oh, no, it does say no weapons, but I'm not aware of any weapons at this time. He came through court security, so that shouldn't be an issue.
All right. Do you know what it was for, or what kind of threats he was making today?
Just to be here, just to terrorize her, I guess.
Just to be here. Just to be here in a courtroom where a judge asked him to be. He's here. He's just out walking around on the earth. The flat earth. He's walking just around.
Not allowed to have any contact with her. It's not an order that just says no threats. It's an order that says no contact whatsoever.
Okay.
Timmy, I think we're on line number 4 at this point. Just a TR and B hole. I mean, be
you know
here.
where he is now?
I don't. He should be at or near Judge Mata's courtroom. I think it's courtroom 101, possibly.
Okay.
He's in the north side of the building. He's within. The order requires him to stay 100 yards away, and he's certainly within that.
Okay, so I have a lieutenant asking if there's any way you can go up to the security guards there because this is an MCSO jurisdiction. Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, maybe you could go up to any one of the active police officers that are in the courtroom or in the court building. Have you ever been to a court building? There's 1,000 of them there.
Is there any way?
I just talked to the sergeant. I just talked to the sergeant here, and he said calling 911 is the right protocol. So I don't know. I mean, the court security here, I believe, are sheriff's deputies, but I could be wrong. But he said call Phoenix PD.
He said, "Get the fuck out of my face. Go bring this to somebody else." Is what he said. He said, "Get the fuck, go, be gone." What are you talking about?
In the city of Phoenix.
Okay. What was your name?
My name is.
Last name?
Hi, Flex.
Are you still there with the MCSO? If you could just confirm that with them because they're driving right now, but I just want to make sure that this is accurate.
Yeah, hang on a second. I was just looking for somebody. There's a sergeant here I was just talking to. I don't know where he went. I'm literally standing at court security.
Okay. Can you just ask them if this is MCSO jurisdiction, if I need to bring them on?
I feel like
there's a sheriff's deputy right here. Sir, I'm on the phone with 911 talking to Phoenix PD. We have a guy here who's violating a restraining order, and she's asking whether or not MCSO can help or whether the Phoenix PD. No, you're shaking your head. Yeah, it's Switzerland. Okay. Sheriff knows the Phoenix PD matter.
It is? Okay. All right.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to get involved.
1 sec. I'm sorry, you said which courthouse was it?
40th Street and Union Hills.
No, the courtroom, sorry, that he's going to be near.
I believe it's courtroom 101. It's on the north side of the courthouse. There's not that many. There's only.
No thanks. Imagine recording yourself lying and sniveling like this when you're capable of sleeping with underage girls. Imagine that shit. You're calling 911 and you're like, there's a guy here after everything you've done in your past. You can suck a fart straight out of my TR&B hole.
Like 2 or 3 courtrooms in there.
Okay. Okay, all right. Well, then they're coming in right now. David, if you could just step outside and meet the officers.
I will do that right now.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank
All
you.
right, thank you. Bye.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Schnitzel Ninja.
Thank you. I can't win my case successfully, so could you get this guy out of here, please? Oh, God, could you please? I can't. Maybe be a better lawyer. I don't know. Maybe not take cases that you know you're going to fucking lose. Anyways, all right. Well, proof David Gingras sucks. Anyways, all right. Now we're going to go into the depths of Clayton Owens. God, I did it. Echard. I did it again. Why I keep my brain. I'm tired. Okay, I'm tired. Just leave me be. Leave me be. The woman on the phone is like, Kim, there's people dying. Oh my God. Okay, while I'm looking for what we're supposed to do, because that's what we do. We tell Laura to go to trial. Laura Owens. Do it. We believe you.
Yeah.
Tell your story.
Okay.
Go to trial.
Oh.
You're not a liar.
Ooh.
We believe you.
Yeah.
Do it.
Hey, Laura Owens. That's me.
Go to trial.
Okay.
We believe you.
Oh.
Everybody else is lying.
Go to trial.
Laura Owens, you can do it. We
Fuck you,
believe you.
Gingy.
All right, so here we are. Let me see. So we have September 21st, as Laura claimed Clayton never paid for the RavGen test. Clayton posts an Instagram story of his RavGen receipt. Clayton also posts that he is aware of other victims with identical accusations against Laura. So, my fave, Clayton Michelle Echard. Oh my God. Why wasn't she afraid of Greg being there? Why wasn't she afraid of Clayton being there? Didn't Clayton sexually assault her? I don't understand. Just Mike. September 22nd, Fortify Legal Services. What is this? Oh, this is just who they are. Okay. Sends a cease and desist letter to Clayton regarding the aforementioned Instagram story. Is this when he's like, it says little to no fetal DNA and he's jumping around? Laura calls Scottsdale PD regarding Clayton's alleged Reddit activity. Her mother, Jan Black, can be heard in the background saying in reference to Clayton, honey, he's a joke. A real fucking joker, this guy. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see. This is with reporting officer Vincent Johnson. Oh, let's make me small. Okay. Oh, well, that doesn't help. See, I'm all over the place now. Go to trial. Hey, Laura Owens, go to trial. We believe you. Do it. On the listed date and time, Laura Owens called to report a harassment against a former one-night stand named Clayton Echard. Everybody get ready. She said, he was on ABC's The Bachelor, a TV reality show. Prepare your clangs. And he has a lot of followers on Instagram.
He has more followers than me, and it makes me really upset, okay? God, I just want more Instagram followers, except for Bacon Bearzz, that fucking bitch. I blocked her.
She said she's involved in a civil matter with him where he is going to take a paternity test to figure why does she have to tell everybody the full story? Yeah, Clayton was on The Bachelor. Can you believe it? Thank you, Kikikins. Why she tells everybody like the most detailed story. She said she's involved in a civil matter with him where he is going to take a paternity test to figure out whether her unborn twins are his.
Joke's on him. They are.
He has posted on social media that Laura has done this to other men before, and what she is claiming is not true.
It is true. Wait, no, it's not true. But like with him, because the other things it's not the same. They're not the same.
He has posted on social media that Laura has done this to men before, and what she's claiming is not true. She said since he has so many followers, people will believe him, and she feels this is harassment.
It is. There's so many people. There's so many people. And everybody's going to believe him, and they're not going to believe me, except for when they did believe me, and everybody absolutely hated him. Mm-hmm.
So there's that. I explained to her this does not meet the threshold of anything criminal in nature. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you. He's like, being the Bachelor is not criminal in nature. And that if she had a complaint to contact a civil attorney to decide how to proceed, she asked that I document this incident, and I explained that I would. She also requested I call Clayton and provide his phone number and ask him to leave her alone. I called Clayton and spoke to him on the phone. He told me that Laura is in no danger from him, and that he will try to avoid her at all cost, is willing to try to avoid her at all costs. He believes she has tried to extort men in the past who she claimed she was pregnant by, and he feels this harassment will never end. I told him I was not calling him because of a police matter, but literally as a courtesy to Laura. He told me not to worry and that he would not contact Laura for any reason. And I bet she was like,
No. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. I didn't want him to not contact me. Fuck. I really messed this one up.
I know. Sorry. I'm just yawning. Oh, God. Is an actual crime in filings when clearly it's not at all. Right. There was no action. What else? Reporting party. Clayton. And then that's it. Okay, great. Good, great, grand. On September 26th, Clayton files a petition for injunction against harassment against Laura Michelle Owens. So here's his filing. What is this? Plaintiff on case called in stating he got something in the mail that was suspicious and Def wanted to know if there was an actual case regarding it. Informed plaintiff that the only cases we had on file was the IH and PR ticket from 2023. Plaintiff then asked how he could go about challenging the motion from Def to appear virtually per Clerk 2. Plaintiff can email the court and request from the judge. Emailed both parties. Prospective attorney says he filed NOA by email, confirmed date and time. And this is Joshua Lopez. Third party, definitely attorney, called to see if NOA received, stated they emailed 10/6/23, provided processing time. Okay. Exhibits placed in SharePoint. Def C inquired if appearing by phone was through Zoom video. Advised it was not confirmed. Def had info to call in. She confirmed she did. P called, stated that the call in info he received via email is not working. Okay, none of this is too important. So we have Clayton Echard, defendant, Laura Owens, notice of appearance. Here's the minute entry. Pig squealing. Oh, God. We got shit we gotta do. We gotta go to Barry's. Oh, okay. Clayton's filling this out, right? Plaintiff Clayton Echard, defendant Laura Owens. Okay, we're in Scottsdale. Great. Defendant plaintiff relationship. He's like, God damn it. Fuck. Hook up one time only. I didn't even enjoy it. Exclamation point. If checked, defendant and I have a pending action involving paternity annulment. This court case right yonder. Okay, great. On 5/20/23, hookup occurred. Defendant claimed she became pregnant from it. Sexual intercourse never occurred. Defendant has not shown proof of a viable pregnancy. Defendant has sent over 100 emails despite being blocked. Also has texted me from at least 7 different phone numbers. Every time I block one, she creates a new number. Get a fucking job. Oh, good eve, Picasso. Is there a visual reference to explain that? Right. So, a hookup did occur. Okay, here's a hook. Right? This is a hook. It's going up. Hookup did occur. Yes. Okay. And Laura became pregnant. Well, okay. This is Laura with her babies. Oh, God. And took off. Oh, no, 99 problems. I hate that. And then here's Clayton over here. Just a muscly guy. And he's like, I accidentally hooked up with her once. Yuck. I hate it. So, and then if you're interested in how the hookup goes, we've done this before. It's a lot like this. She's got bangs. And that's that. Okay? All right. Leave me alone. Oh, God. Anyways, is currently defaming me online despite her repeated pattern of behavior of accusing men of getting her pregnant. I am the 3rd person she had accused. Oh, actually, Clayton, I believe you're the 4th, if not the 5th. I'm a guy and I'm pretty sure I have a larger cup size. It depends. Some people do, some people don't. The flaming bee. Oh, God. All right. Let's see. Residence. Okay, great. Defendant has sent over 100 emails despite me not responding to them. She has been blocked via email for the last 3 months. I blocked her phone number around the beginning of June, and she has contacted me from at least 5 other numbers since then. She is contacting me and threatening to sue for defamation, but as a public figure, I am the one she is defaming. Me. Oh, God. That's your best artwork today. Yeah, at least the 4th. Blow the whistle. Doo, 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 doo. Blow the whistle. Doo, 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 doo. All right, here's Clayton's. He's a happy guy. All right. What else do we have? I wanted to add one more piece of information. A very popular YouTube blogger. Me? Is it me? This is from Laura Owens. She's talking about me, you guys. Yeah, actually it's Dave, but I'm going to pretend it's me.
Your Honor, I wanted to add one more piece of information. A very popular YouTube blogger named Bacon Bearzz, that fucking bitch. I hate her so much. God damn it, I hate her so fucking much. She's so goddamn funny. I hate her. Who got 33,000 plays on a since deleted post about the paternity case I filed about Clayton. Just posted this video today saying that he is considering traveling from California to go to the courthouse on Monday to report if he didn't. He asked his followers if they might want to go volunteer. I would beg you to consider my request to appear virtually, as this truly could be an issue for my safety. I have already retained counsel. Thank you so much for your consideration, and I, of course, respect either decision, even though I won't actually. All the best, Laura Owens.
Our Lord and Savior. Dave in a manger. Immediate block. It's always fucking Dave. Fucking. She's like, this guy who has more followers.
Fucking Dave, God damn it. Fucking some podcaster named Dave Neal. God bless it, America.
Oh, God. Oh, my fucking Lord. All right. You know what? I can't do it without. Although, I have to go in and edit my stuff later because it's always like monetization threatened by music that you use. And it's like, I use this stupid platform. What's Gentleman's Jukebox? Let's play with that today. No, this is not what I need. Funny animals? All right.
Hi, Your Honor. My name is Laura Owens. Clayton Echard, who was The Bachelor, filed a retaliatory injunction against harassment against me. Moi. And we have a pre-hearing on October 9th, on September 21st, and the police called Clayton because he was harassing me. On September 22nd, I filed an order of protection against him and had a telephonic hearing, but hung up because I decided I didn't want him to have the repercussions that come with having an order on file. He was aware of this, though, and decided to file an injunction of harassment against me on September 26th. I don't understand why I told him. I was gonna let it go. God. Yeah.
Yeah, I did follow the steps to safe list my channel, but sometimes it just does it, and then you have to like go through the whole thing, and it really just pisses me off. Ugh.
So I filed a paternity case against Clayton, which has become a very big deal in the media, mostly because I made it that way. It has been closely followed by People, Us Magazine, Page 6, The Daily Mail, Life and Style, and The Sun, who I went to originally. So there's that. And many more media outlets. I was stunned when Clayton told his 273,000 followers in a story today that we have a hearing set for Monday.
He's an influencer. He's allowed to tell people whatever he wants.
Since the information regarding that date and time is online, I am very concerned about his fans showing up to harass me. Or worse. I have gotten hate messages on Reddit and Instagram from those who don't want to believe that Clayton is the father. I have been told to kill myself. Can you believe it? At my urging, he agreed to do a prenatal paternity test today, and I am only 100% sure my unborn twins are his.
Why such a low percentage, Laura? Isn't it usually like 1 million?
In addition, since this went public, my abusive ex, Gregory Archibald Gillespie, who I have an order of protection against and who I sued unsuccessfully, reached out to Clayton and has subsequently been harassing me. I am very, very afraid that he will show up. And to say that man has a vengeance against me would be the understatement of the century, girl. The century. Oh, God. Hierarchies. I am requesting that I am allowed to appear via Zoom. I am taking this more seriously than you can imagine, so if there's any possibility that not appearing in person will make you think otherwise, I will show up and take my chances. I am also 4 months pregnant with the twins. So 20 weeks here. 20 weeks as of... what date is this? October 3rd. October 3rd, you are 20 weeks. Where was I? 4 months pregnant with twins. Regardless, I will have a lawyer there to appear in person. I have done a TEDx speech on domestic violence and am a fierce advocate and speaker on the topic. Having a senseless order against me when all I have done is contact him regarding the paternity case. We don't have lawyers, so I don't have a choice. Would quite frankly ruin my career, even though I've never actually worked in my life, never had a W-2, never had a 1099, and according to myself in a bankruptcy hearing, but you don't know that, and soon we'll be fucking broke. Anyways, we get back here. I completely understand your decision either way, but appreciate your consideration of the matter. Thank you. All the best. Probably some stupid-ass picture of me riding a horse. Yeehaw.
This is her career. I know. Oh, God. 4 months and 20 weeks. Do no math. It's whoever we want Laura to be today. Who I sued, as if that means anything. Also, I find it funny. You sued him unsuccessfully. Nobody won in that case. Oh, God. What else? Oh, God. Oh, we read this. Okay. This is just it all on one page. Here's Clayton. Oh, yeah, Clayton with the curly hair. He's got that Justin Timberlake's going on. He's gonna be meh. You may not meh. It ain't whole lot, ha, you know. We did this. I have such secondhand embarrassment for Corey Keith trying to mansplain. Oh, God. So where are the fetal death certificates? Exactly. Thank you. After rewatch with you and Jeff with Megan is another classic. Amazing moments. Yeah, we'll have to do that. Her career, the face that launched 1,000 bankruptcies. Right. Broccoli top. She should use your. Oh my God. Now I want mac and cheese. It's gonna be Chase. All right. From Clayton Echard. He's like, I gotta fucking answer to this shit now. Hello. I am writing this email in hopes of being able to deny the defendant's motion to appear virtually for the upcoming protective order hearing on 10/9/2023 at 3 p.m. in courtroom 5. I would like the defendant to appear in person, as I believe she is fabricating a story about her being pregnant with my twins. Currently, we have another court case open to establish a parenting plan. The court case number is this. Herein lies the problem. However, a parenting plan is not possible to fill out when there are no living children to write up a plan for. As ridiculous as this may sound, I believe that the defendant is not pregnant at all. Conspiracy. She has never provided me with a sonogram and report to prove viable pregnancy, and also will not let me speak to any of the doctors that have allegedly administered ultrasounds to her. Trying to get medical documentation has been a battle I've been fighting for 5 months now. Yeah. Oh, I bet. Yeah. He doesn't want to talk to anybody that could, like, prove him wrong. Last Thursday, we met in court with a court mediary for an early resolution conference. During that meeting, the mediary suggested that the defendant call the office while we sat and listened that administered an ultrasound and proved that they, in fact, did have an ultrasound and record on file. The defendant stated she did not feel comfortable doing so and ultimately rejected the request. Why? ¿Por qué? Please confirm with the mediary, if you'd like to, that this indeed did happen. I believe she rejected the phone call idea because she is lying about ever done an ultrasound that proves she's pregnant with twins. You may be hesitant to believe what I'm saying, and rightfully you should. This is not a normal situation. But to back up my claims, you don't have to look any further than other active court case she is currently in as well. Case number this is a publicly accessible case, and I have read all the documents within. Essentially, it's a nearly identical case to what I'm dealing with. The woman claims she became pregnant with twins after one night of sexual intercourse. This is where my case differs, as we did not have intercourse. There was none of this. She just performed oral sex on me one night, which is why you can imagine I'm so skeptical about her being pregnant. The man in that case denies her claims and stated he never saw viable proof of a pregnancy. He did, however, see an ultrasound, but was able to prove that she pulled it off of Google and changed the patient into her information. Those ultrasound images are shown in the court documents. ¿Por qué, Maria? Could you imagine this as a telenovela? Oh, God. I'm telling you all of this because you need to understand that this individual I am filing this IAH against has shown she partakes in repeated patterns of behavior and is dangerous in that manner. I believe that she asked to show up virtually instead of in person because she doesn't have a pregnant belly to show. But beyond that, her mom is involved as well in this whole ordeal. And I believed her mom will be there with her on the call on Monday. I want this individual to be in person so that she cannot have anyone else helping her out with her story. Also, she needs to answer to the court face-to-face as she has navigated through the court system for years now and has become confident she can manipulate it as she pleases. Also, we could do that. Also, though, if he has to be there in person, then she should as well. I'm not sure what her reasoning was for why she wanted a virtual meeting instead, but I can tell you that she is in no danger being around me. If you are willing, I would ask that you reverse your decision to make this protective order hearing virtual and return it to an in-person meeting. I am happy to answer any follow-up questions you may have, as I understand this is all a lot. You can reach me through my email or my cell phone over here. Thank you, Clayton Echard. Hearts. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, God. All right, so then we have Clayton takes his paternity test with Ravgen. Laura is photographed competing in an equestrian jumping competition while allegedly 20 weeks pregnant with her twins, but her belly appears flat with the exception of an inflatable safety vest. Why is she wearing an inflatable safety vest? Why is that happening? Here's Quartet Farms with only 3 of them. She's like, I'm going to fucking cut Sarah out of this. Oh, my God. All right, so we have that. And then she's here. What is this? Let me get out of here. Hold on. All right, so here she is. Let's zoom in and big in and big in. Yeah, that's not 20 weeks pregnant. So, especially, now here's the other thing. She has admitted, I believe by this point, that she's been pregnant more than once. 20 weeks pregnant on your very first pregnancy may be believable. 20 weeks pregnant on your third pregnancy? Nah, girl. No, I don't know. No, because your body's like, oh, we know what to do. Like, it was like, I peed on the test. It was like, you're pregnant. And my body immediately was like 6 months pregnant with my daughter. It's like, oh, we already know how to build a house. We'll just do it. All right, so there's that one. Here she is again. Up here. Right here. Okay, great. Why can't she just horse jump and leave people alone? Right. And okay, so that's that. I have continued to investigate the publicly available information that supports the theory that Laura Michelle Owens of the Nobody Told Me podcast is committing fraud and perjury by swearing in the court that she is currently 25 weeks pregnant with Clayton Echard's twins. This may already be known, but I wanted to lay this out with screenshots to further prove that she is committing these crimes. Let's see. She is a co-owner of Quartet Farms with her family. 10/14/22. So she would have been, 4 months pregnant. The date, so 9/27/23. Oh, no. I'm sorry, not 22. I'm sorry. 9/23, she would have been pregnant. Right. Great. Criminal crimes. Starting at 100, I look 9 months pregnant. Yeah, but not everybody. I have to tell you, when I was 6 months pregnant with my son, you wouldn't have been able to tell. And then after 6 months, I started to get polyhydramnios, and that baby started to gain weight, girl. Guys, my 9-year-old son, I just took him to his checkup. I don't know if I told you this. My 9-year-old son is 4'11". I'm going to have to start fist fighting him, I think. I don't know. Oh, yeah, with twins, too. And so I had my son, and then I had polyhydramnios. I have to show you. Let me show you. I don't know. So many people, they were like, are you having twins? And I'm like, no. And they'd be like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, no, modern medicine can't tell me if I'm having twins or not. Good Lord. My baby also, too. My baby was so chunky. Oh, he was so chunky. Okay, here's one. So this was 6 months here. This was 6 months. Me in the black shirt is with my son. And then 6 months with my daughter is on the left. So that's very different. Okay, so if you look at 6 months in the black shirt, that's my first pregnancy with my son. And then the second one is my pregnancy with my daughter. The second one, my daughter was like, oh, we already know how to build this house, girl. Let me show you though. Okay, so this is, let's see, August 20th. So I got pregnant in March, right? April, May, June, July, August. So this is about 5 months pregnant with my daughter. So this is my second pregnancy. And because my son ruined my oh yeah. Yeah. My son blew the fucking doors off this thing. Honestly, I should have went to the insurance company and just totaled it because okay, you guys want to see just the fattest pictures of my son. I don't know if I can show my son with like his shirt off here. Hold on, look at this baby though. Here fake coughing. Hold on. He's just fake coughing. That was my baby. I also have one of the other, but okay. So for my second pregnancy, so this is June. So March, so April, May, June. So this is about 3 to 4 months into it. I had to put KT tape on my belly because my son had destroyed my belly so bad. Oh my God. My son was 8 pounds, 13 ounces, 22 and a half inches long. Let me see if I can find more chunks. More chunks. But there's one picture I want to show you of after I blew up with my son because it was my first pregnancy. And people were like, oh, you're having twins. And I'm like, no, there's just one baby in here. This was the day that I went to the hospital. No, it wasn't. This was right before, actually. That was with my daughter. Hold on. My husband was apart, had to file the insurance to remodel this bitch. That's what I need. I know. He was a biscuit baby. And he was so fat that like he would get a tan and then when he would like move, they looked at the bottom, they were like little white lines. So he looked just like a little biscuit. Let me see. Now here's my daughter. My daughter looked chunky, but she wasn't. She was just a little squirt. A little tiny squirt. Look at this baby. Oh my gosh. Look at that. She's 6 months. Anyways. Okay, hold on. I'm just trying to find this picture and then we'll get back to work. But I just want to show you after 6 months of what I looked like. I don't know if it's in here anymore. I thought I had it in here. Let me see. Hold, please. But anyways, so my son was big and then I had the extra fluid and I could feel like the water in my stomach and I could feel him moving around back and forth. And that wasn't supposed to be happening. So there was that. Oh my God. What the fuck? Hey, you guys want to see me at 16 years old with the sweetest haircut that have ever existed? Hi, Ricky. You guys like that? Yeah. Yeah. So there was this movie called like Titan AE or Titan something. It was a cartoon. And I went to like Fantastic Sam's and I'm like, I want that girl's haircut. And she's like, okay. And then this is what I came out as. And I'm like, yeah, so that ain't it. That ain't it. That ain't it. John and Kate plus 8. That's John and Kate plus 16, homie. What the fuck? Way to humble my ass. God damn it. I know this picture is in here. It's going to make me mad now. I'm going to want to find it. And I could just look at pictures of my babies all day long. Do, 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 do. God bless America. I might have to find it and put it in the Discord. But anyways, so the day that I went into, I was huge. And I remember when we had asked the doctor, we were like, how much fluid did I have? And he's like, it's not like anything I've ever seen. He's like, we have industrial vacuums to like suck it all up. And yeah, it couldn't keep up. I was like, oh, cool. I love that. So I don't see it in here. Now I'm getting into more recent photos. So I'll have to find it and put it in the Discord. But I was huge. Man, that really makes me mad now. Here's when my daughter went into the hospital. Maybe it's in my favorites. Let me just see. I don't think so, but we'll look. Nope. All right. I'll have to look for it later. But anyways, your hair was so cute. Go home. Go home, you're drunk. Go home, you're drunk. It's like T-Boss. No! Don't go chickens in one. Oh, God. If you guys want, I have pictures of the kids. Oh, anyways. Okay, so, but anyways, yeah. I mean, if this was her first pregnancy, but her second pregnancy, girl, I don't think so. I don't think so. Let me see. Okay. I'd love to see his pics. Whose? You have a pregnancy Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade balloon in your favorites? What? Can you see my favorites? No. But I do have this little gem. Where I had my kids spend the night at my sister-in-law's house, and Max was jumping off the playground, and she sent me pictures of him photoshopped. Shit like that. Anyways. One day we'll just have a stream where we go through like kid stuff. But yeah, I don't think she would be this thin. Oh, this is it. This is the only one. Oh, big pregnant belly. Yeah, I did. It was huge. It was huge. Huge. Okay. October 5th, an individual named... Oh, I have never gotten to this part of the story. I am excited. I've never chased Jay Jones. I've never. I'm very excited, friends. So, this is the first time I will ever be going down... No spoilers! This is the first time I personally will ever be hearing from Chase J. Jones. So, this is a Medium article from Chase Jones. Clayton Echard dancing. Former bachelor Clayton Echard has an N-word problem. What? Why do so many prominent figures feel confident dancing to tracks with racially offensive language front and center? Because the music slaps? Stop making good music. Oh yeah, Clang. Stop making good music then. A recent TikTok from reality star and social media personality Clayton Echard sees him dancing to an uncensored version of 3 6 Mafia's Half on a Sack, where the N-word is a prominent feature. Okay. What is it? It's like 3 6 Mafia, right? Like, Clayton may only dance in Garth Brooks. Sorry. I don't know. Anyways, for many people, the video is jarring. It begs the question, when did white people begin to feel comfortable incorporating the N-word into their content? Yes. Yes, Mac, you are actually very racist. So you should just burn all your records and never listen to NWA ever again. So, everybody who likes NWA, you can't. You can't like it. Vanilla Ice. Clayton's just in his bedroom like, go ninja, go ninja, go. Go ninja, go ninja, go. Okay. This is exhausting. The background. Can't wait to hear it. Can't wait. Clayton Echard, a prominent TikTok personality and reality TV star, appeared as the star of season 26, The Bachelor. Watch that TikTok before figuring out the lyrics. Just watch. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Ugh. Shared a video on August 22nd. What the fuck? On August 22nd? Are we okay? What is this? I'm right? What is a record? What is a record? What's a record? Put the A-track down. Sometimes when people do stuff that's like so dumb, I'm like, I'm right? Right. Okay. Cruising down the street in my 6'4". If anyone... Jocking the bitches, slapping the horse. Anyways. Oh, God. Of himself dancing in a workout studio to 3 6 Mafia's 2005 song, Half on a Sack. I want to say this as white as possible. Went to the park to get the scoop. Car pulled up. Who can it be? The short section of the song in the video contains lyrics. Quote, fuck that shit. On the frame, take 'em one-on-one back in the game. Unquote. Okay, we'll watch the video after I read this because I can't wait. Oh my God. Fuck, that was stunning. The racial expletive is not bleeped out in the video itself. During the same clip, Clayton very clearly makes rude and jarring thrusting movements. Have you ever seen a rap video? Hey, Jupes, have you ever seen a rap video? I love this. I love this. God forbid, could you imagine the meltdown they had when they heard WAP? Hi, Gigi. Oh my God. My virgin eyes. Clayton, clearly making rude. Oh yeah, I gotta get that. Doesn't she also do hip hop in the casita? A what video? A video of Clayton dancing. I think I'm gonna buy one for my sister for Christmas. Don't tell anybody. The racial expletive is not bleeped out in that video itself. During the same clip, Clayton very clearly makes rude and jarring thrusting movements, specifically during the lyrics, quote, "fucking those whores," unquote, which can be considered misogynistic. Now I know Chase J. Jones is supposed to be black, right? Which is why he has a problem with this. I'm curious what neighborhood he grew up in. Have you listened to Laura singing? I listened to, somebody sent it to me and I listened to 3 seconds and I wanted to stab myself in the ears. Something about dogs. The video has received hundreds of thousands of views, almost 10,000 likes, which is way more than I've ever gotten, and hundreds of appreciative comments from Echard's fans. They seem to really like it. Those goddamn whites. Oh, a historically black college. I like it. I like it. God. Expecting something different from a rap video? Yeah, Bel Air. That's what I was thinking. God. From the filmed Footloose. It marks one of the many dance videos the social media star has posted on TikTok and Instagram. But this most recent clip stands out for how Echard casually incorporates racially explicit lyrics into his routine. Go, Echard, go, Echard, go, go, Echard, go, Echard, go. Oh, 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 oh. That's what I'm going to make him do. I'm going to be like, you need to send this to my sister, but I need you to do the Go Ninja rap. While most fans did not notice the bad optics of filming a dance routine with uncensored lyrics featuring the N-word, others have started to voice their concern with the video. Do you have proof? I'd love to see it. I love to see it. Bye, Auntie M. Ugh. Beyond this, many have begun to express their general concern about how carelessly many white people use the N-word in today's culture. The history of racially charged expletives. I am fatigued. Most white readers will no doubt be aware that their usage of the N-word is a slur. They know it's meant to hurt. They'll most likely know they shouldn't say it. But it's essentially to be aware of the history of the N-word, to be clear about why its usage is so categorically off limits for white people. I can't with this. I can't with this. And the idea that she's behind this, explaining this, I would like to punch a wall and find a stud. Like, that's how mad this makes me. The term dates back to the transatlantic slave trade, where it was used to demonize and dehumanize African slaves. The N-word othered them and set them apart from their white masters. Yeah, we all know this. We are all aware. We are all aware. Right, he didn't say it. He was dancing to a song that slaps. And I bet you 3 6 Mafia would have watched it and been like, fuck yeah. Tell me how it got sourced to Laura. Tell me. I have a vague recollection from the podcast. You don't have to find it. I already found him. Right, he's just dancing. In many ways, the word became the defining term for justifying racial classification. Therefore, it's not just a taboo expletive used by people looking to offend. The N-word is the linguistic embodiment of racism itself. Oh my God. Yep, you can't dance, actually. You have to just sit down. You have to just sit down. You can't. You can't. With that in mind, many might ask what it means when Black people continue to use the word in a present-day context, and why, specifically, Black rappers make it a staple of their song lyrics. Dave got a tip before someone entered Laura's cell phone number into the Gmail recovery tool. It only goes through if you use the right phone number, and Laura's phone number was the number. Imagine making a Medium article so that you can do blackface. Like, at that point, just do blackface. Just do it. We know you want to do it. We know you want to do it, so just do it. Oh, God. Plagiarizing from a wiki article? Oh, my God. The short answer is, for many in the Black community, usage of the N-word is about reclaiming it from its dark historical roots. It's about giving this dark word new meaning and finding empowerment from it while at the same time acknowledging the long struggle that allows Black artists to use it confidently. Yeah, we all know this. I'm sure she's never opened a history book in her life. Good Lord. Going, hey, let's write this. They're like, yeah, that's the one. I'm going to send this to Dave, and he's going to be so mad at Clayton and believe every word of this because he won't see through it at all. The N-word in TikTok videos casual trend. Or something more sinister. So why does the history of the N-word matter in this context? Well, and here's the other thing, right? Like Clayton having a big platform and dancing to this and getting a lot of views. Let's say that 3 6 Mafia isn't 3 6 Mafia and they're another small independent artist, right? And they use, racially charged language, and that's just what they use in their music. So Clayton uses it because he likes the song, and then the independent artist gets exposure. Do we hate it then? Do we hate it then? The cool one. Oh, God. I'm trying to logic. Well, it's vital because of the usage of the word confuses many white people in society today, especially if they are ignorant of how the term came into existence. We know how it came into existence, Laura. Often people will wonder why it can be a term of endearment between individuals from the Black community and a slur when used by those not from that community. This issue of ignorance rears its ugly head most prominently when it comes to music lyrics. White people... I just got it as she's reading this, she's listening to "It's Not Unusual to Be Loved by Anyone." Da-da-da-da-da-da. Hi, Amanda. Oh my God, this is such a groovy voice. White people often casually, unthinkingly rap the N-word when they hear it in a song. Oh my God. Notably, a 2020 incident saw rapper Kendrick Lamar go so far as to stop a white fan from singing on stage during one of his concerts as they repeatedly used the N-word. The Compton rapper handled it diplomatically during the gig, telling the fan, "You gotta bleep one single word." Now let's address this straight up. White people cannot casually incorporate the N-word into their vocabulary because it does not form part of their history of struggle. Quite the opposite. The N-word forms part of white people's collective historical shame, brought about by a dark shadow of white colonizers, racial segregation, and dehumanization. As she's in her room and she's like, she uses white power but doesn't know what it means. She thinks that she's like using it, but in a like, you know what? She's like, white power. Oh my God. The issue at hand. Oh my God. She's an idiot. So here's the rub, bub. If we are to promote justice and equality, we cannot allow the N-word to casually be used or thrown around by white people. No matter how understanding or otherwise good the person in question might seem. This includes white people incorporating songs with racial expletives into their content. No logic, no dancing. You all just have to sit there. In the case of Clayton Echard, we witness a precise moment where the N-word has been ripped from any historical context by a white entertainer, and all for the sake of a throwaway bit of content. Now I have it for Chase J. Jones. This is demonstrably wrong, and Echard deserves to be canceled. To the canceled? And Echard deserves to the canceled? And Echard deserves to the canceled? Idiot. Who's pre-fruiting? You know what? Just shut up, Bacon. Right. Clayton Echard's video promotes a laid-back attitude towards the N-word, which in turn encourages others to think it's harmless and not racially charged to use this word. We could also add to this fact that Clayton appears to have a tauntingly rude outlook on the lyrics, which demean women. There's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in this. Does she listen to any good music? I don't know. Evidenced by his dance movements. Hateful which is similarly not okay. Other prominent figures have been canceled for lesser transgressions, like faking pregnancies. So it feels important to call out issues like this when they rear their head. Or mouth breathers, often one and the same, right? I can see Chase sitting on her phone, just slamming her fingers into it, thinking she's got the best arguments, and just going. Clayton Echard's video promotes a laid-back attitude towards the N-word. Oh, we just read this part. Written by Chase J. Jones, second-year journalism major at Howard, closeted Bachelor fan. Shh! Yo, it's Uncle Joe Cotchett! Going. We're going to draw him. He's like this. Shh. And his lips are like this. And his eyes are big too. He's like, shh, don't tell anybody. Shh. And then if I were to hold it, how does this look? If I go like this, so it would go like this. And then how does this go? It goes like, nope, that ain't it. That ain't it. Oh my God. Well, okay. What is this article? Why? Why do you go this far? That picture looks like how we got into this. Who doesn't watch your stuff? Me? Because actually, I went through your videos to see what you look like, and none of them are there. I want to know what you look like. All right, so Jen sent me this. Let's see. Visit site. Oh, verify your age. Suck it.
We gon' fuck it.
Oh, 3-6 Mafia Wild on Tour. I love this song. Oh, man. All right, I'm going to get docked. But who cares? It's okay. I love this song. And the Penguins? Shut up.
In the back of the bus, I feel her nose up full of that dust. Yep.
You know what? You know what? Yeah. Yeah, I'm mad. Yeah. What about what about the Penguins? Hmm? What about the Penguins? Huh? We know they're white. Black faces? What? How dare they? Dancing with their like this and like this? White birds with black faces? Wearing black coats? What do you think this is? Huh? I'm also mad. I'm also mad. Cancel Penguins. All of them. How dare you? How dare you? I also, that song is so good. As soon as it came on, I'm like, oh yeah, 3-6 Mafia, Wild on Tour. Don't play with me, ever. All right, wait, here's another one. Oh, it's from Clayton's account. Okay. Yeah, it's so stupid. Ugh, the Penguins are in blackface. This is so dumb. Oh, you swam with penguins? That's cool. Anyways, let's not do this. Justice for penguins. Did you guys actually know? Isn't it true that polar bears have black skin and their fur is translucent? Hold on, I heard this, but before I say anything, Google, hold on. Polar bear skin color is jet black. Knew it. Polar bear skin is jet black, even though their outer coat looks white. The dark skin underneath helps absorb and keep heat from the sun to survive the cold Arctic. I knew that. So, anyways, I'm confused as why they're not also upset with the penguins. So, and escorted. This is. You know what? We should make a list. We should make a comprehensive list of every group that she's attacked. My God. Tasty friend. Oh my God. Happy Taco Tuesday. No, it was so good. I liked it. Ugh. Anyways. I am late tired. All right, let's keep going. What do you guys want to do after this? Actually, somebody sent me a wild case in my case suggestions that I really want to cover. I want to get into it because it's sitting on my brain. Polar bears are white passing, yes. Oh my God. October 6th, upon receiving the results of his RavGen paternity test, Clayton announces little to no fetal DNA on his Instagram Reels. Yes.
Friday, and you know what we need on a Friday? We need some good news. Listen, it's Friday, and you know what we need on a Friday? We need some good news. And who's got the good news today? I got the good news. What's that good news, Clayton? Well, test results came back early, and they said little to no fetal DNA present.
Go, girl.
Let's go, baby. I knew that was going to happen. Thankfully, 5 months of torture can finally be put to rest. I want to say thank you all to those that have supported me and waited until everything came out. And man, 2 false accusations in 2 years. I really don't want to, look ahead to next year and see what's going to happen. I think 2 false accusations in a lifetime is enough. So thank you all for the support, the love. This was a trying time, but I learned so much about myself. And now back to the regularly scheduled programming.
Oh my God. Did you guys see that? She's like, let's watch it again. Laura's like, please do it again. The thrusting. I can't. The thrusting. Clayton, that's how we got in this mess. Stop it.
Baby, listen, it's Friday, and you know what we need?
What do the comments say? I didn't hear about the second false accusation against him. I just heard about this case he's speaking on. The dating detectives. In the words of Maury Clayton, you are not the father. He promised you a night, not a lifetime. Get over it. Stop messing with his mind. You have an illness of not being wanted. I'm watching the court case as we speak. The stalking of this lady is next level. Glad you never met with her in private. Smart man. Don't ever take this down. You did nothing wrong. You're simply just stating facts. Who is the girl? Sorry you went through this. They're making fun of his hair. You leave that man alone. Did Laura call the cops for this video too? I don't know. Probably. Ugh. Anyways. All right. So we have that. Good. Good. Great. Grand. Okay. Laura claims the results ongoing and records a call with Brett from RavGen. We heard that last week. So, those are threatening. Threatening. October 6th, Laura files OOP against Clayton and contacts the Scottsdale Police Department to report online harassment in response to Clayton's little to no fetal DNA Instagram reel. Who just asked me about that? Jen, the couch fairy. There would be your answer. OOP Part 1. Where am I here? All right. OOP Part 1. Oh, God. I'm not reading these again. What is going on? My computer is... Hold on, give me back a little bit here. There we go. Oh, God. All right. We're not reading it, but I saw it, so. OOP Part 1 video I'd recommend. Oh, I haven't seen it yet. This is new for me.
Clayton has sent threatening message since discovering I was pregnant, such as, I legitimately hate you right now. My hatred will only grow if you decide to put me through all of this. My animosity would last for a lifetime, and that's not something either of us want to subject ourselves to. One thing about me is when I make up my mind for good, especially when rooted in anger, I don't sway ever. My hate is toward you and only you. If you decide not to take plan B in the wild event that you are pregnant, I would hate you even more. So threatening. Yada, yada, yada. Anyways, Clayton was the Bachelor. And has many diehard loyal fans. He and I are involved in a very public paternity case that is being covered by every major media outlet. Clayton posted to a story of his 270,000 followers to look me up, which they have, and I have been sent threatening and harassing messages by his followers. I explained this to him and asked him to take down the post, which he did not. By posting personal and sensitive information about me publicly without my consent, he has made me feel humiliated and embarrassed. So, why is my computer moving so slow? It's freaking me out. Now, this PD officer called Clayton to explain that what he was doing was harassment in of itself, coupled with the fact that he was inciting his followers to harass me as well. Despite this call, Clayton still did not take down the post. Clayton has posted several users on Reddit, including, we'll just say, Honk My Meat, for funsies, and others, maybe silly goose tits. He has posted private and confidential information, including facts about my medical history that is known only to him because of our paternity case. This is why it is 100% traceable back to him. He also has been writing defamatory and very hurtful things about me, like he doesn't want me and doesn't want to date me. Hurts my feelings. Including comments about how I've gained weight, I am pregnant, how I am not attractive, how my photos are so poorly edited that it is laughable, how I am bad at my job, a self-help podcaster, and how my prior abusive relationship, which inspired a TEDx talk, never happened, despite mountains of evidence. He is doing everything in his power to ruin and hurt my reputation. As a result of what he posted, I have gotten harassing messages that have told me to harm myself as a result of becoming pregnant with his twins. I am getting other threatening messages as well, and all of this attention from the general public that he has incited, holy shit, that he has incited is very much unwanted. I wanted press. This was not it. As a result of this public shaming, he has caused me extreme psychological harm and disrupted my peace. I have asked Clayton to stop the harassment on Reddit and social media so many times, but he won't. I have reported his accounts and posts to Reddit, but he continues to write unacceptable, cruel things about me. He has multiple accounts and so even if one is blocked, he can create another one. I know because I've made lots of phone numbers. As a result of him spreading false and damaging information under pseudonyms, I feel demeaned, humiliated, and like my deepest sense of privacy has been invaded. In addition, he has been in communication with my ex, who I have an order of protection against, and who he knows is dangerous. I've asked him to stop talking to him because it will put me in danger, but he continues to communicate with him. When combined, all of this has led me to feel extreme anxiety and fear for my safety. I've not left my house since September 28th because of this.
Dude, I hate you. I know. I hate you is not a threat. Hi, Maddie. Where's the proof of the threatening messages? We still have not seen them. Will this case ever end in my lifetime? I don't think so. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. I dare anyone to do a YouTube video I followed Laura's self-help advice for 48 hours and look what happened to me. Challenge accepted. Oh, God. Challenge accepted. Berries enters the chat. Oh, God. All right. Now what do we got? All right. Now we have. Wait. Let's do the police call. No, wait. So here's OOP part 2. What's the OOP part 2? Oh, just that. Okay. All right. So then we'll do the police call, and then we'll do the hearing.
Scott, please.
Hi, my name is. I got an order of protection granted a couple of hours ago, and the person's already violated the order.
Okay.
The judge said I could call. So
Okay. Well, it only happens once they've been served. Have they been served?
No, but he said that I could call before, and if I had a copy of it, and I do have a copy.
But it doesn't go into effect until that person's been served the order.
Oh, okay.
So until that person's served, you can't violate it.
Okay. How will I know when he's been served?
Which they probably would let you know. I think there's on the form it says to advise you when it's been served.
Okay. Is it possible for me to just make a regular report then?
Reference what?
It's harassment, and it's pretty bad.
What did he do?
Well, he's a very public figure, and he's posting falsehoods about me online, and it's just getting tens of.
It's really bad. It's really bad. Girl, have you ever seen somebody with a legitimate restraining order? He's talking shit about you on the internet. And there are women who get restraining orders because men are literally trying to kill them. Like, give it a rest.
Thousands of comments, and I'm getting harassed by everybody.
What address are you at when this happens, or do you live in Scottsdale?
I do. I'm at. Or do you want my address? I'm sorry.
Yeah, please.
It's.
Unit number?
No unit.
Okay. And then what's your name?
Yeah.
And what's the last name?
Owens, O-S.
And a phone number for you?
Where the fuck do you live? Why is that phone number so long?
Okay, and the other party's name?
Clayton, Clayton.
Mm-hmm.
And his last name is Echard.
Okay. And he's by doing social media posts?
Yeah, social media.
No. Oh, no. Not a social media post. What in the world?
Okay. All right, I'll put a call for service in and have an officer call you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Mm-hmm, bye.
Girl, I'm so bored with you. Ugh. Okay, guys, I've never watched this. No spoilers. Okay?
All right, good afternoon and welcome. We're on the record FC 2023-052-771 in the matter of
I'm an
Lauren
idiot, sorry.
Owens versus Clayton Echard. Miss Owens, are you present on the line?
I guess I am.
Ma'am,
I love a good meat stick. You leave me alone.
can I have you state your name for the record, please?
Yeah, it's Laura Owens.
Thank you, and if you'll raise your right hand, I'm gonna let me know when it's.
If I'm ever eating a beef stick, it's a Kirkland grass-fed beef stick. Sorry, I gotta keep my sustenance up.
It's up. I'm going to have you sworn in.
It's up.
You do solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you
Hi,
God?
Linda.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Owens. This
Hi,
is a
Minnie.
hearing on your petition for order of protection. I'm going to ask you some questions about your petition. Before I do, are the statements alleged in this petition true and accurate to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
No.
And the nature of your relationship with the defendant, Clayton Echard, is what?
So I'm pregnant by Clayton, and so we also had a romantic relationship.
Okay. Do you currently?
When? Who? When? Why? When? You had a romantic relationship? When, girl? One business day? Between the hours of 6 p.m. and 4 a.m.? What?
Reside together?
No, we do not.
And are there currently any orders in place, protective orders in place involving either one of you?
I have a protective order against somebody, but there's nothing between us.
Okay. Now, earlier, well, let's see. It's been a couple weeks. A couple weeks ago, you had filed a petition against Mr. Echard involving some of the same circumstances that you've alleged in this petition, and the court at that time denied your petition. You know what allegations I'm referring to?
I do, yes, and there have been more, and there was even another one just since I filed it this morning.
All right, and I appreciate that. I saw that in your latest petition. The point I want to make is that because the court has already ruled on those other incidents, and specifically the one with the date associated with June 10th and the other with the date associated with September 21st, we're not going to talk about those issues today, but I do see that your latest petition does have events that are alleged to have occurred with the dates and I'm going to quote your language, between 9/22 and 10/5. And then you have another event that has a date associated with it of 10/6/2023, where you referred to since September 28th. So let's talk about those events in that time frame. What is it that Mr. Echard has done, and when did he do it?
Yeah, absolutely. So I just want to make sure. Can we talk? I'm sorry.
Can you speak without using I mean, I get it. I a lot. I'm on stream for 5 hours at a time. I completely understand. But like, can you form a thought and then finish it? That would be great.
He had just done.
If you're going to lie, I'm going to need you to have like more conviction in what you're saying.
Something, and I'm really upset. So you wanted to talk about like when he posted to his followers about to look up my court cases against I mean, I have the protective order against.
Yeah, and I can facilitate our communication. Let me do this. Did any of the posts refer to you by name?
They did not, but he said because I asked to remain anonymous in this whole thing, but he said to look up the post by his name, and because of that, I've been named by like everybody.
Oh man, because court records are public? Oh man, it's almost like you didn't fucking see this coming because you're not as smart as you think you are. Dipshit.
Online.
Okay, but did Mr. Echard post anything that referred to you by name?
No, he did not.
Did Mr. Echard post your case number in any of his posts?
He said to look up the case number.
All right. And
you know what?
And so he provided his name, right?
Yes, and he told people where to search on the Maricopa County.
Oh my God, it's almost like it's his story to tell, and people wanted to look it up. It's almost like if you didn't bring this frivolous paternity suit to the court, none of this would have happened. It's almost like this is your fault. What?
Site.
All right. And then what are the statements that were in the post that referred to you specifically?
So he said that I had done this by this he meant gotten pregnant by 2 other men before, which is true. And after he did that, he has posted many times just facts about the cases. In one of the cases, I have a civil case, and they're both against the same man. I have a civil case that I had given discovery materials to the man in the civil case, and Clayton was able to get a hold of those.
No wonder she fucking types shit out, because she can't speak off the cuff for nothing. Good Lord.
Those documents online, which those did have my name on them.
Okay.
And then Clayton has now posted that the results of the paternity test came back, which they did not, and he said he's not the father, and again they did not come back. He's posted this, and so then I'm just getting harassed like crazy. I just have to go and submit a retest. He's really gotten people.
So let me ask you, and here's the line of concern that I'm in what's directing my question. So folks that communicate things publicly have a constitutional right to that includes a freedom of expression.
Thank you.
And so long as their communication is not illegal speech, in other words, it's not illegal speech can include a number of things, but if the comments are true, or rather if the comments are not untrue and they're not illegal speech, then they are generally protected free speech. So what is it about these posts that you claim are not protected free speech?
So in the first one, when he said the initial cases, I guess I should have explained that a little more. He tried to make it seem like I had faked.
It doesn't matter what he insinuated. He gave people the case numbers to go do their own research on cases that are public.
Ta-da!
Being pregnant. That was his insinuation that I had quoted.
All right.
On this.
So how did he insinuate that? So and here's and this is let me distinguish between what I'm asking and what you're saying. So you can't draw the conclusion. All right. So tell me, what is he saying without you drawing a conclusion? Because some people may not draw the same conclusion as you. Use his words.
I like this guy.
And tell me what it is that he said that you think is unprotected free speech, or not that's not free speech.
Just that he said he said that on his page, and then on Reddit he went online and he named me and he accused me of faking pregnancies in the past, and he has cussed me out on there. He's harassed me. He himself had said that I really should kill myself on Reddit.
He said that. You know that he said that. You know that he said that. How do you prove it?
And
again, did he refer to you by name when he made that statement?
On Reddit, yes, he did. He referred to me by Laura Owens. Every time he posts on Reddit, he posts my full name.
How do you know it's him?
Okay. And then when you use the word harass, what is it that you mean?
Well, I mean, like when he said that I should kill myself, and when he said that he said online that I have lied about being pregnant when I have not, and he has absolutely no proof that I did, and I've provided all this medical evidence to prove that I was pregnant, and despite that, he's just trying to incite people against me who have just been horrendous to me online, including him, who has multiple false accounts.
You're using the wrong H word for me, particularly. It's not horrendous. It's hilarious. But I'll just take it as a compliment. Thank you. I wasn't there at
fake
this time.
accounts that
I just like to insert myself into stories I wasn't a part of.
leak information that only he would have about me. And like I said, every Reddit post just has my full name. He lists my full name everywhere.
My full name. My full name, even though I wanted to be a podcaster. And I used my full name at my podcast with my mom. I said it was my full name. And I'm a public figure. I'm an up and coming. I'm a developing talk show host.
Okay. Other than through legal counsel and court proceedings, should there be any path of communication that's left open between you and Mr. Echard?
No.
Just the paternity case. No, I guess there's nothing else that needs to be left open.
All right. And the North 69th Street address in Scottsdale is your home address?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
And then do you know whether Mr.
What date was this? So this was October 6th. Oh, she said she was pregnant? Shut up. Hold on.
He referred to you by name when he made that statement?
On Reddit, yes, he did. He referred to me by Laura Owens. Every time he posts on Reddit, he posts my full name.
Okay. And then when you use the word harass, what is it that you mean?
Well, I mean, like when he said that I should kill myself, and when he said that he said online that I have lied about being pregnant when I have not, and he has absolutely no proof that I did, and I've provided all this medical evidence to prove that I was pregnant, and despite that, he's just
To prove that I was pregnant, not am pregnant. That's a great linguini. Great catch. Great catch. Also, looks like there's about 211 of us in the chat. If you guys could go below the video, give it a thumbs up, make sure you're subscribed. I would really appreciate.
trying to incite people against me who have just been horrendous to me online, including him, who has multiple false accounts, fake accounts that leak information that only he would have about me. And like I said, every Reddit post just has my full name. He lists my full name.
No, she said that on Instagram he hadn't used her full name, but on Reddit he uses it. But she has no proof that it's him on Reddit.
Everywhere.
Okay. Other than through legal counsel and court proceedings, should there be any path of communication that's left open between you and Mr. Echard?
Just the paternity case. No, I guess there's nothing else that needs to be left open.
All right. In the North 69th
The disappointment. I guess there's no reason that we should talk to each other, I guess.
Street address in Scottsdale is your home address?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
And then do you know whether Mr. Echard uses or has access to firearms?
I do not know. I don't believe he does.
All right. And then I know that you have language here that says, and I'm looking at your proposed form of order. It says no cyber harassment or cyber bullying under real name or pseudonyms. I'm fairly certain I understand what you're asking, but can you explain what you're asking the court to order if I were to grant your petition in terms of cyber harassment or cyber bullying?
Yeah, I guess him not posting on Reddit trying to incite people against me, or he just did this this Instagram post where he's trying to incite people against me by saying that that these test results are back when they're not, and he's name calling on Reddit. And he sent my attorney a message from an email address saying Laura Owens liar at gmail.com. And so I guess not that, like I just want him to kind of just stop all of this. I want him to just, be a truth teller and stop harassing me, I guess. I'm not explaining it well.
Okay. I'm going to type some things into your order. Let me tell you, Ms. Owens, I'm going to grant your petition. I'm going to issue an order of protection that includes you as a protected person, and include
Why?
your home as a protected address, leaving open only the path of communication that Mr. Echard is not to have contact with you except through legal counsel and court proceedings. And then I'm gonna work on some language here for a moment that addresses the issue about what's going on online. And then I'm going to read that to you and see if there's anything that you wish to have change. So give me a moment while I do that, and then I'll read to you what I have. Okay.
Oh, okay. I mean, he can. I don't mind if he emails because we don't have counsel in the paternity case. Neither one of us does. I just basically, I just want him to not, be that character assassination or anything like that.
Have you ever heard the phrase shooting yourself in the foot? Because it was not him who did character assassination, okay? That's all you, girl. All you. If you're good at something, it's ruining your own fucking reputation. I know he doesn't know, but like, couldn't you ask and be like, how do you know it's him? Do you have proof that it's him?
Yeah.
Okay, but in this day and age, people have different opinions about what's character assassination, and that's what I understand what you're saying, and I believe that you have a particular idea about what you're saying, but to use that term, or cyberbullying or cyber harassment, those are amorphous terms that don't have strict boundaries. So I'm gonna work to communicate that. But you want to leave open a path where he can email you regarding the paternity case?
Yeah, just because
I thought she's scared. Why? So, but he could talk to her?
Don't have counsel.
Okay.
Hi, Jody. Oh, I am annoyed. Baja being thy blast. Leave a path where he can email about.
I have included language in your order that says.
Oop. I have included language in your order that says.
As defendant shall have no contact with plaintiff other than as outlined herein, and shall not cause others to contact plaintiff other than as outlined herein. And I'll read that to you in just a moment. I have also included language that says defendant shall not communicate or post untrue or harassing comments regarding plaintiff online, including but not limited to social media, and shall not cause others to communicate or post untrue or harassing comments regarding.
What if it's true? If it's true, I'm allowed to talk about my experience and my story.
Plaintiff online or otherwise. So I've tried to leave that vague, and I've tried to leave it such that it doesn't interfere with individuals' constitutional rights. With that and with that understanding, is there anything you would have changed about what I just read to you?
I think that's absolutely perfect.
Okay, and then the outlined is herein. I'm going to read that to you in just a moment. Let me just make sure I didn't miss a word or anything here.
I'm trying to
Okay,
see.
and then there's a section of the order of protection that says defendant shall not contact plaintiff except as checked, and I've checked the box other, and then it says through legal counsel in court proceedings and through electronic mail only regarding only matters pertaining to the paternity matter. Anything
That's
to change
perfect.
about that?
No, that's perfect. That's perfect.
All right, so this order of protection, Ms. Owens, will not become effective until it's served. It'll be sent to the sheriff's office today for service. But after this hearing, I'm going to have my office send you a copy of the order in case you need to involve law enforcement sooner than it may take the sheriff's office to serve your order of protection. Understand that while we'll send your order of protection to the sheriff's office today, it may not be served today. It may take a day or so. But if you need to use that copy before then, look for the email after the hearing and you'll have the copy available to you to use. Okay?
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you
You're,
so much.
you're welcome. Just a little more information. The order of protection becomes effective when it's served, not before then. And then once it's served, it will remain in effect for a period of 2 years, unless before then it is dismissed or modified. You could request to dismiss it or modify it, or Mr. Echard could request a hearing contesting it. If he requests a hearing contesting the order of protection, you will have the burden of proof at the hearing to show why the order ought to remain in place as issued, okay?
Okay.
Anything else for today?
No, thank you so much.
You're very welcome. We're adjourned for today.
Okay. I was just Googling to see if I could find like her on a dating app, but I can't. All right, well that irritates me. Because there are women out there who have legitimate reasons to get restraining orders and they don't get them. So we're doing this. Okay. All right. October 7th, Laura contacts the Scottsdale PD stating that Greg Gillespie is behind the Reddit accounts that are posting negative and harassing comments aimed at her. Okay. So this is a violation. Okay. Call type. That's it. There's nothing on this. Oh, yeah. Emily Wilson. I didn't even think about that. Well, that really deflated my balloon. October 8th, Laura contacts the Scottsdale PD for a second time, stating that Greg Gillespie is behind Reddit accounts that are posting negative and harassing comments aimed at her. How can you prove it's them? How can you prove it's them? So we have this. And we don't have what she said. Yeah, it really did. It really did. Oh my God. This is too much effort. October 9th, Laura again contacts. Oh, wait, we already read that one. Okay, October 10th, Laura contacts the Scottsdale PD stating that she was violated cyberly. This is violating me cyberly, but does not state by whom. So now we're just calling and saying, hold on. Let me go back up here real quick because I want to see something. Okay, Greg Gillespie. Okay, closed. Okay, so there's that. But then if I go to this one, It doesn't say what. Okay, but this one does. So this one is that she's violated cyberly. You think she just calls the cops because she doesn't have any friends and she's lonely and she needs someone to talk to? I often wonder. Maybe she calls them and then she's like, "Thank you for being a friend." Post a video of Clayton dancing to their YouTube channel to accompany a letter sent to the media claiming Echard is racist. Chase J. Jones has since been proven to be linked to Laura. So we just watched the video. Hold on. Oh, this is Dave Neal. We just watched the video. And then the Reddit post, is that the one we read? Oh, this is from Dave. I just published it tomorrow on tomorrow's Rush Hour podcast. It should be up any minute now. The JFC folks are truly a force of nature, kind, good-hearted, but incredibly good at connecting the dots. Did Clayton's defamation case just completely come together? Apologies if the episode isn't up yet. I have to go to bed. I want to share this before I snooze. Thanks, everybody, for your support. Something about being threatened with a $140 million lawsuit and threats of homelessness really have helped me work a little bit harder in exposing the truth yet. All the best, Daver. God. Oh. She has her mom and sister text with and whatever hookup hasn't blocked her yet. Wait. What? Oh my God. Okay. October 13th, Dave Neal reports that on October 11th, Laura has circulated her alleged sonogram video to Clayton as well as to the media. This video was later proven to be an edited 6-year-old sonogram from an unrelated blogger. Several issues were found with the sonogram. Laura claims her victim, Greg, hacked into her account and released the fake sonogram.
Hello, everybody.
So we know about this. We also know that they find the Fiverr, right? Oh my God, I can't wait. October 16th, Laura takes an HCG test, producing 102. This result does not align with her claims of being 21 weeks pregnant. October 16th, Chase J. Jones posts a second video of Clayton dancing to their YouTube channel to accompany their letter sent to the media claiming Clayton Echard is racist again. Okay, here he is with penguins. We already watched this. Oh, this is the same. Okay. It looks like maybe just the times got messed up. Laura sends Dave Neal a cease and desist letter for his coverage of her story.
Hello, everybody. It's Dave Neal, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News. Now, we already made this video right here called Will I Get Sued? I deleted several videos as I was threatened with lawsuits by the lady that is in a paternity scandal with Clayton Echard. As you guys know, look, I don't consider myself an investigative journalist, but my defamation lawyer does. And we have been one of the only channels that have covered what we believe to be one of the craziest Bachelor stories of all time. That's right. It is a wild story. I'm not going to relitigate the whole thing, but I have received a cease and desist letter, one of which I'm not quite prepared to share with you, but I'm not going to share it with you. I'm just waiting for my defamation lawyer to look over it a little bit further. Now, I've got plenty of people, the Flock gang here, that are flocking around and finding out, Flock stars that have looked into the cease and desist sent to me. It appears to be from an actual lawyer, but it comes with a lot of baggage. I'm not going to get into all the X's and O's of what I've been accused of here, but as we know, I've been trying very hard to cover my own ass, but to cover things as objectively as possible, which means sharing things that Clayton says, sharing things that Jane Doe says. You know, she'll send me information and then I'll report on it and she'll say, "Why are you reporting this?" I go, "Well, you sent it to me. You know what I'm doing." And then when I don't report on something, she goes, "You're only sharing his side of the story." Damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's almost as if she'd rather have her cake and eat it too. But I have a sweet tooth and we are munching on this cake. But now we have been told to cease and desist the eating of said cake. Will we cease will we desist? It doesn't appear so, because it doesn't appear as if we've done much wrong. Again, I'm going to have my legal team check this out a little bit further, but all signs indicate we've done a damn good job of covering the story respectfully, sharing different sides of it, and not creating any information that would harm anybody. We've just reported on what is actually out there. But we'll get more into that. So stick around, hit the subscribe button. I'll tell you this, it is a challenge to make this content. There is a real risk I could be sued, even if terrible here.
All right.
They've got most of the story.
So he gets a cease and desist. I don't know what happened to my chat. Let me see. All right. Laura Owens calls the Scottsdale PD to report an OOP by Clayton for posting the October little to no fetal DNA. And that was not at Clayton's OOP wasn't active, so we got that. All right. October 24th. This is the first hearing of Echard versus Owens injunction against harassment. And this is when when is this?
Hearing in the
Oh, do I have 2 hours? I don't have 2 hours. We've watched this one before, though. Laura appears virtually while her lawyer and Clayton, where's the sound for our, yes. There we go. Judge G determines that hearing must continue on November 2nd because Laura's lawyer neglected to give Clayton materials in advance. And then there's this. Whoa. Why is this? Don't download. I don't need it downloaded. Cancel that. No. I do not need it downloaded. Right. And then he hired counsel. Why won't this just play? Oh my God, you got one too? Emily Doe Baker? I didn't have to feed mine today because I think I overfed mine yesterday. So I'm just trying. We're seeing. But she smells like cheese. She doesn't smell great. But I'm trying. I'm trying. So let me know how yours goes. Why is this? I don't want this to download. I don't need this downloaded on my computer. What is going on? All right, let me go look at, hold on. Let me go look at Schnitzel's video, or videos, and see, October 24th. I don't know which one that is. Schnitzel Ninja. All right, October 24th. So we saw that one as well. Okay. By October 25th, the order of protection OOP hearing takes place, and Laura is visibly pregnant, physically appears in court. What is this one? How long is this? Oh, I have not watched this one yet. Okay, so we're going to start with this on Thursday because I'm not going to watch this just yet. So let me write this down where we're at. And then, let me see. Calendar, Wednesday, Thursday. So this is October 25th. Hearing. So we've heard the first ones, but I haven't seen that one yet. And this is Judge Judy upholds the OOP against Clayton, citing a Halloween costume image posted on Reddit as a key reason, which wasn't even made by him. Clayton denies uploading the image, while Laura claims he's the only one who could have done it. So omitting that, she made her Dropbox public, allowing many Reddit users and the public access. Laura also testifies unequivocally that the ultrasound used in the above Halloween image is her own ultrasound. 2 weeks later, Laura states in a police report that Greg Gillespie uploaded the image. So here's a police report. The Gillespie connection. An individual known within the JFC community has come forward and claimed ownership of the image in question. In a further revelation, Owens' lawyer, David S. Gingras, admitted in an ex post that Laura used her sister, Sarah Navarro's ultrasound image in this hearing, claiming it as her own. So this is where we're going to start on Thursday. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm not downloading anything. I don't know why that's... It doesn't matter. I mean, we've already done it. We've already watched it. But that's where I'm going to end that for right now. So, but I'm not done just yet. I don't have to be done till 1 o'clock, but I do want to share this with you because I want to read this. Somebody had put in my case suggestions, and the headline and a little bit of the conversation grabbed me. So, surrogate McKenna West is hemorrhaging cash after refusing to get an abortion despite the wishes of the baby's biological parents, who she now claims didn't deliver on their end of the deal. So that's where we're going to go right now, because I just want to, see what's going on with this, because I was like, I'm sorry, Porque? What? So I want to see about it. Let's see if we can see anything. And then it'll be time for me to go, because I got to go with my kids. But let me see. Ooh. Why won't this scoot over? I just need this. Here. Surrogate McKenna West claims she's strapped for cash, seeks online donations after biological parents allegedly stiff her. Surrogate McKenna West claims she's hemorrhaging cash after refusing to get an abortion despite the wishes of the baby's biological parents, who allegedly didn't deliver their end of the deal, according to the attorney and a desperate online fundraiser. Quote, McKenna has already sacrificed so much. Oh no, but Danny, don't worry, we'll be here. Unquote, reads the bio of the Give, Send, Go campaign that had racked in more than $66,000 by Friday to help West. And that was to cover travel and living expenses and continue fighting to protect this baby's life. The 28-year-old Alaskan nurse apparently needs help financing her stay in Dallas, where she fled to give birth to Los Angeles parents Nosheen Gilkar and Omar Ahmed's biological son Wednesday, despite the couple asking her to terminate the pregnancy after the baby was diagnosed with a severe but treatable heart condition at around 20 weeks. She has lost the payments she was relying on and is now facing the possibility of being sued for all the money paid to her on her or on her behalf since the beginning of her surrogacy journey, reads the fundraiser, which was created by a friend only identified as Ellen. This is something. I have thoughts. I don't know. I don't know. She also has relocated away from home and is taking time off to continue to cover expenses back home. The page continues, nothing that West was already set to run out of paid time off from her nursing job in Anchorage before she was originally due to give birth on September 2nd. West has vowed to wage a full-throttle battle for custody after the baby was placed in the biological parent's care within 24 hours of his birth. And despite reproductive law attorney Marla Neufeld previously telling the Post that the surrogate has virtually no legal claim to the child, her lawyer, Lincoln Wilson, claimed Friday that the intended parents haven't given West anything since asking her to terminate the pregnancy, even though a clause in their surrogacy contract allowed the couple to seek an abortion if an anomaly was discovered. They said when they demanded an abortion, hey, can we just pay you half for next month since you're going to be aborting this child? Wilson alleged in a phone interview with the Post. West initially agreed to terminate the pregnancy. Gilkar and Ahmed have claimed in court papers, but she later changed her mind and accused the couple of trying to force her to have an abortion, an allegation they have denied. I mean, yes and no, but I'm going to need to see this contract. I mean, what did you agree to? Good Lord. She fled to Texas so that because in Texas, I believe in Texas, you cannot get an abortion. This is crazy. The parents ultimately decided to see the pregnancy through to delivery, opting to name the boy Rumi and have Wes deliver in California, where he would receive lifelong treatment for hypoplastic left heart syndrome. We're going to learn about what that is, according to the court docs reviewed by the Tribune. Wilson disputed that version of events Friday, alleging that an attorney involved in negotiating the surrogacy agreement warned West she could face $250,000 fine if she didn't terminate the pregnancy. That communication was to illustrate the level of pressure that the other side went to try to force an abortion here, Wilson said. But contractual terms which are illegal or against public policy are unenforceable. A forced abortion would at least be against public policy. Even if you're a surrogate, though? Huh. Still, West refused to travel back to Texas, where she would be recognized as the birth mother under state law. And while Wilson insisted Friday that West is not in this for the money, the mother of two previously identified the financial payout as a major reason she entered the surrogacy agreement in the first place. I thought being a surrogate would be a really awesome way to make some extra income for my family, not have to take extra time away from my kids, and get to provide a family the amazing gift of having a child. I have thoughts. You already have 2 kids and you're like, this pregnancy won't take any time away from my kids? Dude, all I wanted to do was sleep when I was pregnant. This is crazy. I felt like it would be a rewarding route to take, she gushed. But the once appealing arrangement has since devolved into a legal and financial nightmare with custody battles and monetary disputes now spanning 3 states. Despite any compensation, West has gone through a huge personal risk to herself to give birth to this baby and make sure that he gets medical care. Yeah. I mean, it's still a contract. Okay, it seems there are a lot of opinions in this chat. I can't wait. So she's very pretty. But we think it's outrageous that the other side has sought to enforce the contract where they aren't even paying money to have completed it. And yet they want all the rights that the contract provides, he blasted. Okay, so I'm so confused. Okay, so she signs this contract, and so do they have the right then to tell her that she has to abort this baby? I'm confused. Even though a California court has already ruled that Gilkar and Ahmed are in fact the baby's legal parents, Wilson previously told the Post that his team is prepared to take the custody fight all the way to the Supreme Court. How? It's not biologically your child. It's a contract, and technically this woman kidnapped the fetus, now birthed the child. Yes, that's in the contract. She is the mother. No, she's not. It's not her egg. She is a host. That's very different. And she knew going into and that's what I'm saying. Like, and don't get me wrong, right? Like, if you have an egg and a sperm and you are having a baby of your own. See, and that's the thing. I don't want to get into this fucking argument because I know somebody's going to be like, well, if you don't have a baby that's not your own biological baby, it doesn't not make you. I know. Being a mother is a being. But this woman went into this contract knowing she would only be the host. It's different. Like if I couldn't have a baby and somebody gave me their egg and somebody gave me their sperm and then I had it inside me and I wanted to be a mother and I knew I was going to take care of that child, then yes, I'm still a mother. But for this particular circumstance, this woman knew that she was going to be the surrogate. She knew she was just going to be the host, not the mother. Not only is West fighting for custody of the child, she's also seeking to recover losses from the bitterly disputed custody agreement, which Wilson said amounts to in excess of tens of thousands of dollars. This is insane. They can't, just because it's in the contract that they can claim to force an abortion doesn't make it legally enforceable. Huh. But those biological parents gave up their rights when they demanded she abort the baby. How so, though? Because if let's say I had a baby, right, with my husband and something happened and it is our right to terminate the pregnancy, we would still have that right to do so. My body, my choice, unless you're forced to have an abortion. That's nuts. It's so hypocritical. This is, no. This is very different, though. Because, yes, it was her body, but she signed a contract making it their choice, is what you're missing. So that's the thing, is it was her body, their choice, and she signed it that way. That's where the sticky part is. It's not, you have to look at this as they're the parents and they're having the baby. I'm not saying the abortion is the right choice or the wrong choice. That's not what I'm arguing. What I'm arguing is what is in the contract. On her own, that she knows better than the biological parents. She signed the contract. That's not her decision. So she wants to break the contract, keep the baby, and get all the expenses paid. Let's see. It's not, but but it is. And she signed it over that way. That then becomes the issue. If she didn't sign a clause in the contract surrounding the option of abortion, then yeah, you would have a point here. But because she signed a contract with that in the agreement, which I assume or hope she read, then it's her body, their choice. What I don't understand is if the surrogate didn't agree with an abortion clause, why did she agree to the surrogacy where there's an option? Thank you. Let's see. So the next one is she vows that she'll fight against parents of the baby they wanted to abort. Lawyer says she is the mother. The surrogate who refused. Okay, so the lawyer is saying she's the mother. I don't want to read the same things. Let's see. He told she's planning a full throttle court battle to become the legal parent of the baby Gabriel. She is seeking parentage of the child because she gave birth in Texas. And in Texas, if you give birth to a child, it's your child. She got attached. I surrogates who are able to have babies and give them to couples, don't. No. That's not. It's not about them wanting the. I think you're missing, Karen. I think you're missing the point of what's happening here. They wanted her to abort the baby. She said no, And now she's like, you guys still have to pay. It's not about like paternity and fighting for the baby. I don't know if you're they did not fulfill the financial obligations, but they stopped paying her when they requested that she got the abortion. This is not ever a situation I would ever be in. So I'm not advocating for what anybody's doing in here one way or another. But if we're talking about legally only and abiding by a contract that 3 people essentially signed into, that's what she needs to do. This isn't an argument of abortion. I believe in a woman's bodies and it's a woman's choice. That's how I feel. But when you have a situation like this, I think it's very, very complicated. According to the court documents in Alaska, the couple claimed West agreed with the decision to end the pregnancy after the diagnosis, but then changed her mind to cut off contact. Back to what I was saying first before, because my brain, I don't know how surrogates do it. I don't. I don't think that I could ever, do that. I would get far too attached to the baby. There's no way that I could do that. I'm with the surrogate. They didn't want this child. They wanted her to kill the child. She said no and ran for this baby's life. They gave up parental rights the moment they told her to off it. So my question is, I still want to hear from them. Are they... Because here then comes the question, right? Because she has this baby. Would they then be responsible for this baby that exists in the world? Would they be responsible for anything? This is a very sticky situation. I'm pretty sure, by the way, that it's illegal to pay surrogates in the UK. Everybody needs to talk about this. I think we should talk about it. I think it's great. It could have said that she contractually had to steal a car. That doesn't make it enforceable. So, after hours, in your professional opinion, what do you think is going to happen with this case? Or anybody who's a lawyer in the chat, I'm really interested in hearing, because yes. Now that makes it more sense to me, now that you've put it that way. You can put anything in a contract. It doesn't make that enforceable. You can't enforce someone to have a medical procedure that could potentially harm her. This is why I don't leave the house. People are talking like feelings and right and wrong in their eyes are the same thing as legal rights to a child, and that's just not the case. Yeah, I'm just interested to see how this goes. People sign agreements all the time with unenforceable terms, whether they realize it or not all the time or at the time. I watched the surrogate interview. It would be good to hear the parent side. Yeah, I'd be interested on hearing both, because if they don't want anything to do with the child, right? And she had the child. But then, I mean, do you want a child with, my argument for them, if I were to be on their side, would you want a child that you created out in the world without having that child? I don't know. How about the host carried the baby to term, and then the courts put the baby up for adoption, so neither one of those two can have it? For the best interest of the baby, if this woman is willing to love the baby and be a mother to this baby, then I would give it to this woman. In our foster systems, I don't want any child going through our foster systems, ever. Czech commercial surrogacy is illegal. You can pay pregnancy-related costs, but we've got the NHS at birth. The baby is the surrogate's. You then go to the court to transfer. Wow. I just feel like there's no way to automatically give their rights away. They would have to sign them away. There's a clear documentation who is the true parents of the child. But once one side or the other breaks the contract, I don't think the financial obligations are enforceable either, since she said she wanted to keep the baby. Huh. Legally, I do think there could be an argument the parents gave up their rights when they wanted the baby aborted. I agree it's a fascinating case legally, morally, etc. I don't know. It depends on the court. That's why her attorney claims to be willing to take it to the Supreme Court. You would have laws from different states at play against each other. They do. They want their child back. They have better doctors in California. She's literally kidnapped a baby. She said her brother wanted it. Can't force someone to commit a crime. But abortion is legal in Alaska where the contract was signed, or is legal in Alaska. Interesting. She thought her brother, well, I got to get some proof of that first before I want to make any speculations. I don't think the bio parents keep the child and not finish paying the expenses for the child. I don't see how the surrogate mom could win custody. Honestly, if the bio parents are going to fight for custody of this child, right? I mean, I do think that they have an obligation to finish paying this woman. Contract law versus family law. Yeah, this is messy. Arrest for kidnapping period. The whole situation is horrifying, but we'll be reading it and watching it. Bye, Tony. She saved this baby's life. The bio parents didn't want a sick baby. The surrogate gave him a chance at life. Now that surrogate had the baby and they want the baby, it's messed up. Yeah. Yeah. Well, and you just look at it, right? Because it's their egg and their sperm and her body, and it's whose, now you have to look at whose baby is it? We are taking the challenge up through the California courts. The biological parents had asked their unborn child to be aborted after he was diagnosed with a severe but treatable heart condition this year. Let's see. After the couple asked West to abort the fetus, she refused and traveled to Texas, where she would be recognized as the birth mother under state law. Wilson said, Thursday surrogacy contracts, like the ones in West's case, are common, but likened them to a hitman contract. These forced abortion clauses that demand that women have to be required to abort a child at the late term are quite common in surrogacy contracts. There are some contracts the law doesn't enforce, like the law doesn't enforce a hitman contract. This is basically a hitman contract, and we think that even if you accept a liberal view of abortion rights, the right to get an abortion also entails the right to not get an abortion. West currently has no legal authority over the baby to whom she gave birth under a temporary restraining order filed by the couple. The restraining order reportedly strips her of any decision-making about the infant's care, including medical decisions, and bars her from representing herself as a parent. Wilson said the baby will soon undergo a series of heart surgeries at a hospital with an excellent track record. Within a few days, the first of 3 surgeries will be performed. It's called the Norwood procedure. Thankfully, we are at the hospital that has a 100% success rate in giving that procedure, so we know that she and, well, at this point, baby Gabriel are in good hands. The fierce legal battle began in April after the unborn child was diagnosed with the severe heart condition, hypoplastic left heart syndrome, at 20 weeks. Oh, man. This is Harry. She left Alaska because she needed a better specialist for the baby, not available in Alaska. Texas had both medical needs and abortion protection. She fled for both reasons. Immediately, and has a 27% chance of living there first. God, that's so sad. Yeah, I'm interested. Where are her kids? Now that she's in Texas, there are multiple state laws and policies playing against each other. So what would it be then? Is it, I mean, when you go to the Supreme Court, that's like every state, right? Hey, thank you, Sergeant. But I'm confused. Is it like only the states that you're dealing with? Or when you go to the Supreme Court, that's like all the states? It's everywhere. To the body, a newborn requires emergency medication, specialized surgeries, such as the Norwood procedure or a heart transplant to survive. She said she has someone who wants it, but doesn't. Yeah, she doesn't get to decide who the parent is. It's potentially 3 states from what I've heard. So you've got to set a venue to start with that. And then, yeah. She may have kept the pregnancy, but she won't be keeping the baby. The surrogate who crossed state lines to give birth to a baby boy against his biological parents' wishes that she terminate the pregnancy has virtually no legal claim to the child, a reproductive law attorney told the Post. I don't see any reason why these biological parents wouldn't still be the legal parents of this child. Less than 24 hours after his birth, the boy, whom West named Gabriel, was placed in the custody of his biological parents. Oh, so he's with them now. The Los Angeles couple had asked West, an Alaskan nurse, to terminate the pregnancy after the baby was diagnosed with hypoplastic left heart syndrome. A clause in their surrogate agreement said that if an anomaly were found, I'd like to see this contract. Oh my God, that's so sad. Oh, I ran out of characters. No, that's okay. Yeah. I mean, it's so sad for this baby. Good Lord. If the parents decide to keep the baby after she delivered, they should be finished. Yeah, I agree. If they're going to keep the baby, they need to finish paying this woman for everything she went through. Oh, God. Hi, Ducky. Let's see. A single mom of 2 bolted to Texas, where she would be recognized as the birth mother under state law. While the terms of surrogacy agreement would not have given Gilcar and Ahmed the power to force West to have an abortion, that's a totally separate issue from their parental rights. At the end of the day, the surrogate has decision-making authority for her body. There's no judge that's going to make her have an abortion to stop her. Right? Which I understand that as well. West initially agreed to terminate the pregnancy. Gilcar and Ahmed have claimed in court papers, but she changed her mind, saying the couple tried to force her to have an abortion, which they denied. The couple ultimately decided to see through the pregnancy. Wait, the couple ultimately decided to see through the pregnancy to delivery. What? Opting to name the boy Rumi and have West deliver in California, where he'd receive lifelong treatment according to the court docs. Oh, so now this changes a bit. This changes quite a bit. If that's true, if they say have an abortion, she's like, no. And then they're like, okay, well, we'll see out the pregnancy to delivery. And they want her to have the baby in California. And she flees to Texas anyways. They just don't want to pay. Yeah, this is weird. This is full of errors. So then they agreed to allow the surrogacy to complete. Then they need to pay up. Absolutely. Most surrogacy agreements include a court-verified parentage order, establishing the baby's biological parents, regardless of what where the surrogate gives birth. But a California court has already ruled that Gilcar and Ahmed are, in fact, the baby's legal parents. It's just where I got this. It was in my Discord. Wait for the court docs. I'm just going by what I see right here. Obviously, it's the New York Post, but I'm just saying. Yeah, so they have the baby, but she's trying to fight for legal custody. Or if they have the baby, then they need to pay her. They should pay the surrogate since she has given birth. They may have taken custody of the child. However, her actions cost them legal fees, so they might not if the fees are more than what she's owed. We need to know when the decision was made to have a pregnancy brought to term. Was it before the surrogate missed the window to have an abortion? Hi, Lana. Yeah, I'm interested in seeing these court documents. This is crazy. I don't see a world where West has rights to the baby. She's not the biological parents. Under the states that are at play between Alaska, California, and Texas, I'm not aware of anything in their surrogacy provisions that would give her access to the child. I think West is taking a position that is just so unfounded. I don't know if she bonded with the child in a way that created this type of issue, but she has no legal right to name the baby. This case was also unique, according to this attorney. Paxton filed last-minute petition this week urging doctors to give the baby life-saving care upon his birth, including intensive treatment and at least one surgery, and to prevent him from being taken out of the state, which a judge granted on Tuesday. Newborns diagnosed with HLHS require surgery almost immediately after birth in order to survive beyond their first week. As of Thursday, the baby was receiving medical care. Receiving medical care provided by a team of pediatric experts. His parents' attorney, Lee Budner, told the New York Times, adding that Gilcar and Ahmed will place their baby's health and well-being first, following the advice of the baby's medical team. While a separate court order currently bars West from seeing the baby, the mother of two is ready to fight for custody, all the way up to the Supreme Court. I don't understand. Oh, God. This is wild. Who's Ken Paxton? I don't know who that is. What happens next in the headline-grabbing case depends partly on whether West will pursue the unlikely process of trying to gain parental rights, as well as the infant's health. I think a lot of the next steps really pertain to the health and safety of the child and how the baby is going to be doing and what medical care the baby's going to need, and ensuring the parents, as they should, have a say in the continued care of the child. The parents are going to have to bear the long-term consequences, the expert continued. This is something now they have to support financially and emotionally, and it is a really tough position that the parents have to handle. Berdner said the couple was devastated by the public political drama surrounding the surrogacy scandal and slammed the Lone Star State AG for making matters worse. As if the heartbreak of this condition were not enough, they are devastated to see their family tragedy transformed into a political theater by the Texas Attorney General's office and McKenna West. Huh. This is awful. So she wants custody because they wanted to terminate, but then changed their minds and now wanted to keep. And she was like, it's my baby now. What the fuck is this story? Somebody dropped it in my Discord. I don't know. Who did this to us? But wait, where is it? I'm going to find out who did this to us. Who did this to me? You're about to get reprimanded. Who did this to me? N? It just says N. I can't. Whose name is that? Who is that? Who are you in Discord? It's all over the news. Oh my God. Good Lord. It's only Tuesday. Neufeld, whose twin sons were born via surrogacy, said the case has a potential to change legislation at both the state and federal levels. It's possible the legislators in Texas or other states might look at this to see what safeguards could be added to their law, because a lot of times we follow best practices, but the best practices are not always legal requirements. She said, giving examples, including mandated health screenings for potential surrogates, mental health screenings for potential surrogates, and different lawyers to represent the parents and the surrogate. There might be additional safeguards added to certain laws or created, and some states don't have surrogacy laws. They don't have laws? So there might just be more infrastructure established nationwide in general. The California couple who are suing West are slated to appear in a Dallas County Court on August 25th. Good God. Oh, and here. 9X! Why did you do this to us? Why did you do this to us? Oh, God. What else do we have? Let's see. She is the mother. We already read this one. Okay. Okay, so this is what I want to know, though. What is hypoplastic left heart syndrome? Birth defect at the center of this. So a congenital heart defect that requires multiple surgeries and leaves survivors facing lifelong medical care and potentially serious health complications. Why are they suing her? I don't know. I don't know. All right, I'm just going to copy and we're going to go into Google and paste it so we can learn more about this because I think it's important that we learn. And then it's going to be time for me to go. Hi, JB Welly. Is it time? It is time. Hypoplastic left heart syndrome here is where the left side of the heart is too small and underdeveloped to pump blood to the body properly. It requires urgent medicines and a series of open heart surgeries or a heart transplant soon after birth. Babies often look fine at first but get very sick within days as natural womb connections close. They have bluish skin, lips or nail beds, fast or trouble breathing, weak pulses, cold hands or feet, trouble feeding, and very little energy. The exact cause is unknown. The left side structures do not grow right. Tiny or closed off heart valves. Very small lower left chamber. God, that's so sad. Use the Mayo Clinic. All right. A rare heart condition that a child is born with, that means a congenital heart defect. In this condition, the left side of the heart doesn't develop fully and is too small, so it can't pump blood well. Instead, the right side of the heart must pump blood to the lungs and to the rest of the body. Treatment for hypoplastic left heart syndrome may include medicines, heart surgery, or heart transplant. Advances in care have improved to outlook for babies born with HLHS. I want to see the percentages. There is no clear risk factor, complications, and prevention. They don't have any. What are the statistics is what I'm interested in. Because there were some difference of opinions in the chat. Lord. Was it hereditary? No, it just says that it's a rare defect. It doesn't say there's no, it doesn't explain why. Like they have no reason why this happens. Okay, well, that took a left. Good Lord. Okay, so here's what I'll tell you. Tomorrow, I'm going to be with my kids for their first day of school. Yay for them and yay for me. It's going to be wonderful. And then we're going to start doing, a lot of you have asked me about Elizabeth Teckenbrock. I have sort of a script on her, but I'm going to start writing more of my script. I think that'll be one of my long form videos coming back. If you guys have any suggestions, you are more than welcome to message me. You can leave it in the comments. You can leave it in the Discord or whatever, wherever you want. And I have a suggestion list, so I will keep those down. Writing those down. Excuse me. If you are not subscribed already, please consider doing so. We go live here every day. I'm going to start putting out some more long-form videos. We have members-only content. We have a members-only Discord. We have a lot of fun in here. We talk about stuff, and we like to learn. That's our biggest thing. And after the video is done, if you guys could like, hype, subscribe, and do all of the YouTube keyboard things, that would be great. Thank you guys, and I will see you Thursday. I think that's it. Bye-bye.